What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm diving back into more, you guessed it, Michigan craft beer, and today it's coming from Founders Brewing Company, brand spanking new in distribution. Didn't know anything about this. Actually, one of the subscribers on the channel brought this beer up, and I had no idea what he was talking about, but it is brand new, guys. Michigan Pilsner from Founders. Again, I have not seen this, and I had no idea this was coming out, so it did just get dropped into Northern Michigan distribution as of this week, so here we are. We're going to break it down and give you my opinion of this one. This does really hit the memory banks, because there used to be a PC Pilsner from Founders that was before it was bought out completely. I don't know what this recipe is. I believe it is different because this is 5% ABV. The PC Pils, I believe, was 5.5%. This also is made with Michigan hops, as it states on the front of the can and on the package. So that is different as well from the PC Pils. And again, this seems to be different because I think this is brewed with Supersazer hops, and that was not what PC Pils was brewed with. So there was a long list of other hops / malts that they used, guys, and it wasn't what this recipe is, and that's what I was told. So I'm going to use that information and give it to you. I think it's true. I think it's accurate, but don't ever quote me, okay? So we're diving in. We're going to see what this one's about, because it's, again, more Michigan craft beer. Canned on 2/9/24. Today is snowy in Michigan. It was like 70 degrees yesterday. It's like 4 inches of snow out there in Northern Michigan. Crazy, crazy swing. I've never seen something like that before, not to this caliber. By the way, today's 2/28 time of recording, so less than a month fresh. We like about 3 weeks or so. So let's dive in, see what we got. Michigan glassware, it's going in. Hope you guys are doing well. Again, I'm not going anywhere today because it is nasty outside. As we pour, it has beautiful clarity, nice little straw yellow hue to it. It looks really nice, pretty well carbonated, to say the least. Looks like an awesome Pilsner. Has a little bit of pillowy head sitting on top. It's not really staying on board. It's kind of dissipating, going away. But again, it's an aggressive pour, but not much head retention hanging on. So it looks great for being Pilsner lager. It looks right in the money on that one. Looks exactly like what I want to see. Looks like how I imagined it would look. Again, beautiful clarity to this one, really. It's a gorgeous looking beer in the glass, not gonna lie. Yeah, let's go to an aroma. Pretty muted, to be honest. It smells very macro lager. Not so much on the craft end, if I'm being completely honest. Little grassy, little herbally. White bread, a little bit of like metallic, to be honest. Herbally, touch of spice, white bread, touch of cracker malt. Yeah, there's definitely like a nice hint of bready maltiness to this, I suppose. It smells good. Again, it reminds me more of a macro lager, but doesn't mean it's going to taste that way. It might follow suit. We'll see, guys. It's the Michigan style Pilsner, brand new from Founders. Cheers. Pretty good body to this one, not going to lie. Okay, so it is very herbally, grassy, not too grassy, but definitely a little kick of spice, a little bit of hop character kicking out. It goes down really well. I wouldn't say it's like an absolute crusher, but it does have a nice refreshing back end that is dry. Again, this maltier, bready body is definitely hanging on to this beer. It feels genuine to the Pilsner, at least that style. Does this feel Michigan crafted? Not necessarily. I mean, it's definitely grassy and malty, which sometimes we do get notes of those things coming from Michigan hops. The Supersazer, I guess, herbally spicy. Yes, that makes sense. The breadiness hangs on, and I feel like this beer finishes quite well, as it should at 5% ABV. But again, a little bit of a upper echelon, decent body to this one compared to maybe its counterparts in the macro world. This has a little bit more body, a little bit more grit to it. Again, there's a really nice hint of hoppiness and grassiness to this beer. It gives it a little something extra. It's not so boring, you know. Otherwise, Pilsners on the macro level can get very boring. Your Budweisers, your even Labatt's and PBR, which I like those beers. I really do like the PBR especially. but this one has a little bit more spice to it. It's got a little bit more floral kick, a little bit more white bread doughiness to it. It just feels good. It just feels good the way it goes down, and I feel like this beer does flow very well. Is it the same as PC Pilsner? I haven't had it in so many years, but I don't think so. I think that beer was a little bit more crispy. It was a little bit more of a crusher than this one. Again, this one's a little bit more floral. It's a little bit more herbal, bready. It's a little bit more spicy. You know, it is definitely that Pilsner character, definitely jumping out at you. And it is still going down very easily. Anything to add? Feels like it could have more than 20 IBUs, to be honest. Maybe that's just the body contributing to the hoppiness, but flows really well. And it has a little bit of something extra to it. It's not so boring, you know, because Pilsners can be boring sometimes. But I like this category. I like this style. And I like this hop movement in my tongue, on my tongue. Can I say that? I'm gonna. Yeah, so I like this beer. It's good. It's good. Is it like great? No, but it's good, and I think this is worthy of the marketing of the Michigan Pilsner on the Michigan license plate. It just makes sense. Great marketing from a big company such as Founders. So where do I put this beer? Let's go with a 3.79 out of 5. I think it's good for the style. I think it's a little bit different. I think it's got a little bit more grittiness, which I like to say on a lot of my reviews, and it feels it, and it goes down well. So there it is, 3.79, guys. That's my opinion on the Founders Pilsner. It is what it is. You can find it now if you'd like. It should be hitting the shelves as I drop this review. Over and out. Cheers.